couple lines of code. We learned the difference between sound in time domain and frequency domain. And we also learned that the Fourier transformation can be used to go from time domain into frequency domain. You can even, you can also use windowing to take slices from your sample and move it over.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to reach.
That's what I was just thinking. We shall reach, but like, you know, after some complete. Yo, we're landing in the same place, right? Ah, shit, man. Yo, we're landing in the same place, right? I doubt it. We won't make it.
Let's first see how many people are landing there.
Look at how many guys have landed there already, man. Still.
Bro, it's that house of mine. I love it. Respect.
No?
Oh shit, man. He was just with me. Then he was... No one landed here, man. Nice spot. Before it's coming here. Yo, there's a team here. I can take like 1 or 2, but I can't take them all. Gonna be very hard. I think they know I'm here. They do. Fuck. Where are you at, Korea?
Come on. Ah, fucking shit, man. I knew it. Ah.
Okay. I got the most important guy anyway. I took him out. Yo, tell me if the place he landed in is okay.
It's way too empty, man. It's so empty here. Like, not even bots want to come.
I would land with 3, but I see a red zone.
You know I'm number 2, right? Well, I'm number 1. Yeah. Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me take the M7.
Yo, someone landed at the recall, by the way.
The recall ahead, eh? Good.
Yeah.
I have to. But I got my Augustus. Saint Augustus. This guy is so.
Yo, first, let me buy some stuff. I need to buy some stuff.
Let me see if I have anything else. Bro, I only have one. Like one. Just one.
Help!
Wait, I have like 10, no, 15 balance.
Yeah. Let me just collect some. I'll give you.
Please recall me.
Let's see. I have no
Hmm?
6. Yeah, just let me collect. I'll give you once I'm done.
No, I'm good. I bought everything I need. Now I have 5 balance if you need.
Alright, I'm gonna need like a scope 6.
Help!
What's a red dot if you
Yeah, the guys at the recall, how do you do it?
Yeah, we're definitely heading there. I'm gonna need that 5.
Please recall me.
Yeah, so we dip or
I'm gonna need the 5 because I need a scope 6.
right here have
Oh man, I still
Have this.
need at least I need 4 more to get the scope 6. Do I need 4 more?
I'm recalling a teammate. Thank you. Thanks.
Cool, let me just search for this 4 more.
Help!
so we
Watch
go
out.
or still?
I'm still searching. I can't seem to find anything, bro. Did you loot like all the cash?
You need
that was
what?
here?
Enemies ahead.
I need just 4, so I can buy the scope 6.
Hmm?
Oh, I found exactly.
I have more money here. I have more money here.
You could have told me. I was looking for
Marked a
money.
location.
I got now.
Yeah.
I just got 5 instead. Anyways, let me go buy the scope and we head out. We have 30 seconds. Yeah, might as well also buy grapes. Let's see if I can afford both. Yep, it's good. Alright. So far so good. Let's reduce it to 3. We are ready, let's go. Head from the left. You wanna use the vehicle? Alright, let me drive.
The zone.
I know. But I prefer to like use the sling, the gliders. The vehicle is too, you know. Most especially
Yeah, but
GPS.
we're just going till the zone, then we ditch it. What the fuck? Someone finished my kill or what?
No. What? Leave him be.
I don't know. I'm seeing a crate there, but it doesn't seem like mine.
That was him. Him is the one who. Draws a lot of attention. Anyways, we're gonna have to find the next zone. Yo, this guy of yours, he died or he hasn't died yet?
He hasn't died. That's why I'm saying someone stole. Ah, he died. He died.
Stop here. 8 people. Yeah, I'm not taking risks.
9. Aye. Someone just got recalled.
I fucking I hate this vehicle, bro. You
Don't
can't
give
drive with
up.
this car, bro. You can't
Your
drive with this
teammates
car.
can still recall you.
You can't fucking drive with this car, bro.
Oh,
What the fuck
shit.
was that, man? And where's this dude?
The guys that attacked us drove the same car.
No, it's a team. There are 4 people, bro. But we're only 2, man. We can't just drive around like with this car. It's too.
Please recall me.
Ask guy, is he gonna recall or is he gonna?
No, he's gonna go to zone.
He's not gonna recall. Oh yeah, thank God.
Bro, what the fuck was that, man? What the fuck was that? I fucking hate this vehicle. The Jeep, the piece of
UAZ.
Yo, how long it took me to loot to get the AUG, to get like all the components?
Yeah, you know, right? I feel your pain, man.
I'm not gonna loot
You
again.
worked your ass off for that stuff and
I'm
it's
recalling
gone.
a teammate.
Yeah, where are we landing?
Thanks.
Mid-stain?
Listen,
Mid-stain?
let's
Stain?
land in
Stain?
zone. Yeah, let's go to mid-stain in zone. Then we shall see from there. Actually, you know what? Fuck mid-stain. Hold on.
Listos.
Let's have a look. Because we need to be in zone. Oh, the guy is here. Oh my god, they're running. The motherfuckers, they're here. They came. They are there. With their car. Oh, they stopped. I'm gonna get one of them. I'm gonna get them. I see them. Then from
Yeah, I see them. All of them are here.
I'm definitely gonna get one of them. Here's one. The one in white. The one you killed.
What happened?
He was killed. Someone
I got shot, bro.
What? I got shot from both sides. Bro, these guys move together. It's so annoying, man. You can't win. You can't win. They move together. What the fuck was that, man?
Help.
Okay.
Whoosh.
Yo, this guy's
Hacker,
You
hacker.
can't win. You can't win. You can't win. Korea, they know you're
No,
there.
no.
They know you're there.
Hacker cochinos.
See, they're not finishing number 4. They're waiting for him to, give out the location. Yep.
Hacker
No,
cochino.
listen, no, don't. Bro, they're moving together. Like, you people out to be finished. They're there. They left. At least now you can go to zone.
Nope, they know I'm here.
No way. Let's go behind the tree. No, stay here. Heal up. Guys are tripping, man.
Yo, I got no ammo, no health, no what, no
Awesome.
nothing. Ah, shit. I should have.
There's nothing to
Come
do.
on.
Should have what? Looted. You're in zone here. You can stay here for a while.
Come on. This is the last one. Aye. I need a crate to loot, man. Shit.
No, you
At least
finished.
if I'm gonna die, I might take someone out with me.
It's
That's
4. There are 4. They move together.
Yep.
They move together. Like, I was getting shot by one dude. I thought it was one dude, but it turns out it was 2 people. Another one shot me from behind.
Yep. There's an airdrop here.
They are there. Get him at least. Get him. Stop here. Stop. He has seen you. Stop.
Ah, this nigga knows I'm here.
Oh my god. You're moving. Why? He knows you're there. Why did you move?
He knows I'm there. Only one elimination. Ah, yeah, we're low, man. Fuck.
game. I'm done. Exit. Take me out of the game, bro. Don't fuck with me. Do that shit again. Man. Game is not easy.
Yo,
Game is not easy.
yo, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, today's my birthday, by the way.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea. So you were born in like January.
Who?
I thought you were born in Jan.
You say what?
I said I thought you were born in Jan.
Nah, I was born in March.
March 4th. Cool, yeah, man. My bill is, I believe, April 8th. Guess it goes in order of 4.
How do you know
I
that?
made the
Like,
top
what do you mean
3
in order of
just
4?
now.
No, like my bill is
Huh?
order of 8th.
I think Maria was born on 13th. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, what's that sound?
Hmm?
What's that sound in the background?
Anyways, tomorrow I'm gonna update my Royal Pass. I'm sure of it. Today, I mean.
You will update. You're buying?
Why?
I mean, you spending money on this.
No, the good thing about the RP, you spend it only once. It's 20k in UG shillings. Surprisingly cheap, huh?
20k. That's so cheap.
I swear it's 20k. You get 365 UC. You spend it on 50 UC, then you spend it on another 50 UC. You understand?
Help! Help! Help!
Come on, bro. Why is it always me?
What's the setup looking like over there?
Form up on me. Help!
What happened?
Yo, what the fuck? How is that possible, man? I don't know. Ugh, this game is some dumb shit. Almost this side's filled with people, man. These guys, man, you guys are running towards your death. Number 1 and number 2. This area is filled with people. There's like 5 squads here, man. You might look. It says players in area 10. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
I'm recalling a teammate.
Are you going back up?
I mean,
Thanks.
I do have the option to go back.
Huh?
I do have the option of going back.
You going back up?
No, no. I said I do have the option, but I don't know. If
Form up on me.
You can. What are you talking about?
I said I do have the option, but I don't know if I should go.
سريع سريع
Yeah,
سريع
yeah.
سريع داش واحد
Help.
منطقة سريع.
It says players in area 5.
How do you understand what he's saying? You can be speaking Chinese.
You guys are gonna die, man.
It's okay, bro. Just recall.
دشوا يلا 1 2.
Ah, these guys are okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go down.
داش واحد.
Oh, the door's open.
So someone was there.
شو هذا
Watch
البيت؟
out.
ناس.
There's a level 2 vest inside.
Yeah, thanks. I have. There's an orb here, by the way.
I got supplies.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard. I don't know if you can't hear me, but I'm trying to speak.
can hear you now, but before, nah.
ارجع من هذاك ارجع.
Don't fire until you're gonna knock him out.
Nice. Yeah, but I saw you there.
5
In my defense. There's guys on the roof.
Yeah, it's okay. Can do what they want, bro. Bro, why did I climb? I don't understand how this game works. It's supposed to do its own thing. 6 people. Oh, they're waiting for us in zone. I see the guy. He's waiting in zone behind the stone. Look, be careful. Yo, Korean, be careful. There's someone behind the stone there. Korean,
I've
get
seen him,
down,
I've
get
seen him.
down. It's not one person just. We have to go down from under. With our clouds, we have to go down under the bridge.
Help!
Nice.
Help!
Hey, yo, there's a
Watch
guy
out.
here, bro. Fuck!
I warned you. Where is he though?
No, he hasn't seen me. He's
Watch
behind
out.
this thing here.
Marked a location.
What about me? See where I am.
This guy is bad, man. He's just camping there. Yeah.
Bro, what's crazy is we have to move forward.
Bro, if... Yeah, I know, right? But as soon as you use the clouds like this, everybody will know where you are. That's the issue.
Please recall me.
Hey, anything's
هنا
better,
بحياتهم.
anything's better than this, bro. I'm out of here with them clouds.
How far? Ah, shit. 200 meters. This thing, sometimes it's 6 seconds, sometimes it's 40 seconds, sometimes it's 30 seconds. Like, come on, who's timing it?
I didn't expect us to make it out, but hey,
Awesome.
it is what it is. We're gonna have to keep moving. The goal zone is ahead. We have to keep moving.
God, man, this game is not in our favor, man. Well, inshallah, bas.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, your guys on our right. On your right as well, though. Yep. There's guys at the recall in front of us. Yo, you're aiming, you're shooting.
What?
Help!
This dude got me jumping. No. No, he got me jumping. Dude. We are finished. No. If you recall me, the zone will take you out. We are finished. Nice. Go from the left. Nice. Go from the left. There's someone there with a DP. Fuck him up, bro. Nice. You got the guy with the DP? First check it. You see the one?
I don't know. This guy was just knocked. He was already knocked.
There is a guy with a DP here. He's shooting from this side. Bro, we were so safe if we had just come to this house. Yeah, watch the smoke.
Come on, zone, bro. What's up?
20 seconds. 20 seconds. 8 people, bro. Give it. Yo, this dude got taken out.
I have
behind the
8.
tree.
I have.
You only have an AKM, I see. What the fuck?
Should I move? Should I move? And then Uzi.
6 seconds, yeah. Go out and just fly. Go out and just fly. Go out and just fly.
It's exactly 100 meters away even. Damn. What? You saw them?
Go left. Yeah, you're finished. That's not Janet, yeah. He's up.
Come on.
Being in the house is not safe.
Ah, fuck, man.
Son of a gun with the DP. I don't even know how he got. I jumped.
To get some idea of the timing back. So there's always a trade-off between how much time information do we have and how much frequency information do we get. But in my case, I just played around with it and
Yeah, you're like he got you while you were in mid-air.
Yeah.
Damn. Hold on, I want to open some crates.
Go ahead.
Inshallah, I get the M416. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you keep opening the RP every season, you eventually get the M416.
You're like, what?
If you get RP every season, eventually you get the M416.
It wasn't that long ago that some of the most hype anime moments going came from a
I'm in
series
RP
that is
100
now
right now, man.
universally
I need this
trashed.
UC.
Despite that, one character has managed to keep their reputation clean. Today, I want to talk about how Escanor, the pride of anime, had one of the highest peaks I've ever seen, why the hype was justified, and let's do so using some of his most badass lines. Because for today only, I'm the one who decides. Awesome line aside, this is a fitting way to start because it really applies to himself. While Escanor was born into royalty, something that his sunshine form completely embodies, the trauma he dealt with early in his life made him someone who would absolutely apologize for being born. When his power first activates, he accidentally injures his brother and immediately gets disowned. Not a great fam. Due to his transformation during the day and the immense power he's granted, he's often referred to as a monster, and that really affects how he views himself. With the way his daytime and nighttime forms differ so much, he's kind of a reverse Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. After he's disowned, he's sentenced to death, something that seems to happen to him a lot. Thankfully, a woman named Rosa sneaks him out of the kingdom to safety. From there, his life sucks, and his reputation as a monster grows. Years later, he returns to the kingdom, only to find that it's been destroyed and that Rosa is gone.
Yo, for the ASAP, you know we're landing in our spot this time.
Tawali, no Sambalas, right? Tawali, bes.
The plane passes right through.
Let me first lock in, man. I have to get some kills this match, man. My KD has dropped from 8 up to 6. That's how many games I've been flopping, man.
Give it
Yeah, man.
This one, yeah, man. Mobile players don't do that.
Help! Help!
What? This dude went all the way around the building. That's it.
Yeah,
He went all the
there are
way.
two of them.
Oh, that's it.
No, yeah, there are two.
Because I was expecting him at the entrance, bro.
Where are we landing?
Power plant. See already number 4 is there. So.
Power! Yo, which flag is that, by the way? I forgot it again. You said it last time.
Shit.
Yo, guys are landing here.
There's someone up. He's running number 4. The son of a bitch. Where are you, by the way, Korean? Be careful, there is someone. Yep, he's there.
Help!
Number 4. Hey, yo, come. I'm coming for number 4. What? Never
Please
mind.
recall me.
I shot this dude
The
up.
guy's right outside us, you know that?
There is someone behind that rock.
Where's he? Mark,
Behind where I'm facing.
which one?
Where I'm facing. He just left. He's on to cut number 4. He's on top of this building now. Nice. Autocomplete. Autocomplete.
Seems like they're up.
Hold on. There's that spot doesn't.
Oh,
have
you
cover.
took the molly?
I think so. Someone here.
He's outside, huh? Where's he at? Where's he at?
No.
Where's he?
Behind that building. Wait before you go up. Stay here. Come. He left. He went up. Be careful.
Help!
Be careful.
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh, I used the shotgun. How? How did he get me? I used the fucking shotgun, bro. Oh no.
We all died.
Shotgun. Yeah, it was just. How? But I gave him with the shotgun. I need to watch my death report. He has to be hacking. Yep, he has to be hacking. Yeah, he has to be hacking this dude. No freaking way.
Must be funny in the rich man's world.
Couldn't accept that loss here, man. I had to report him.
No matter what he does,
Why?
he's judged. When a monster wreaks havoc in town and he comes to save the day, he's assumed to be the culprit and wrongfully restrained. He's taken prisoner simply for defending himself, and his sentence for this crime is, you guessed it, death. As fitting a saying as there could be, because he's so powerful, the person who does the most harm to Escanor truly is himself. Both the daytime and nighttime form of Escanor embody trauma responses to his life. The meek, quiet man who loves poetry and lacks confidence, but appreciates the kindness of others, is one way to deal with his trauma. Then the proud, arrogant man who turned his back on the world and rejects it because it rejected him, that's another. Essentially, he's been fractured into two different men. When he's sentenced to death, it's Meliodas who goes to bat for him and recruits him into the 7 deadly sins. Escanor has concerns, but his nerves are eased a bit when he meets Merlin. Her resemblance to Rosa gives him a sense of familiarity, something we'll touch on more later. The rest of the sins welcome him with open arms, but he can't accept being part of the group because he can't accept himself. He truly believes he's a monster and a perpetual danger to them, so he flees. As he attempts to do so, Merlin says he's quite interesting. For the first time in his life, someone views his ability in a positive light. This is the basis for his love for her. She saw him differently than anyone else did. The next day, Meliodas disobeys Escanor's pleas to stay away from him, which leads to him pimp-slapping Meliodas and Bon. He believes he's murdered them, so he leaves and his innermost thoughts spill out. He begs for someone to kill him. Again, we see he's his own worst enemy. It's Merlin who finds him, and this means something to him. His feelings for her grow. No one has ever searched for him before. It makes him feel all warm and fuzzy that she cares, but also, he killed her comrades and could never be worthy of standing by her side after.
When did all this happen?
1911. He's a 19 conqueror. What? Conqueror?
From 1 up to 19.
By the way, you have to be top 900 to become a Conqueror player, man. I mean top 500 to become a Conqueror player. When I found that out, I was like, shit, 500.
It's easy. It's easy to do that if you're starting out early.
Yeah, man. Yeah, then it's easier.
Marked a location.
Yeah, my look.
Nigga.
How am I landing here, bro? We were about to get you. He was camping, waiting for you to move.
Help! Help!
He's not alone. His teammate just pulled up, huh?
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Marked a location. Help! Help! Help!
Oh,
Help!
what? What happened?
Shit, man.
What happened?
I came for this guy here.
Marked a location. Help!
You don't just drop like that, man. This guy.
Please recall me.
Yeah, number 3 will do that.
Bro. Wait, he landed where you are?
No. And I was right behind him, and he landed in the event. I'm just gonna recall him for the sake of it.
I'm still here, bro. After all the knocks, I didn't get anybody.
I'm recalling a teammate. Please recall me. Help! Bring up voice chat. Excellent work. Help!
Bro, what? This one was on top of the roof. I didn't even know you could be on top of the roof in this whatever. Come on. Anyway, I'm gonna head to the drop, then I'll come and see you guys. Hopefully, I can actually. do the drop.
Wait, where's the drop?
Just watch out, man.
What's the drop?
Your ability to immediately hit is pretty low.
Let's see. Yo, guy, that's so far, man. People entering. I'm leaving. I'm entering.
Where is that? Where you are? You're number one, right?
Two. That's you. No, that's me, yeah.
Yep, this up here. I feel it. Come on, give me an AKM 1M7. I need to leave. Is that you?
Help!
Yeah, take cover, take cover.
Can you see him from where you are? He's there.
Can't see shit. Did he leave or what? Keep on fighting this guy. He's up. We are down. Alright, I'm gonna go destroy.
How far
Marked a
away are you?
location.
What? This nigga tried to steal my fucking kill. Where are you?
What? Fuck this guy, bro! Oh my god! My
Don't give
God.
up.
Oh my-
Your teammates can still recall you.
Holy shit, bro. Bro.
Help!
Yeah, there's no way. Number
These
three.
fucking campers,
I
man.
was going for him. I was going for him. He's there. Yeah, this thing. This is another guy. This is another guy, right?
Thank you, number 3. You are a fucking genius. I'm just kidding. I know you are one, but
You was able to see them or two pandas, bro. Y'all are finished. Get him, get him.
Help!
Never fire unless you're gonna knock someone out. Why the fuck would you just fire? Korem, you can get him. You can get him. He's trying to cross the road, but his health is very low.
Help!
Korem, why would
Help!
you fire unless you... Dude, never fire unless
Help!
you're gonna...
come on. He's extremely low, man. Come on.
Don't fire until you...
It's not my fault that the Uzi has such small number of bullets, man. Fuck. It's only 5. Hey.
Very nice gun, bro. You guys got me in a very stupid way. Yeah, one team of campers, bro. Oh, but hold on. They're about to get the guy who took me out, so I'm good. That's the guy that got me. Nice. Let's see. That dude, bro. Okay, let's see. Nice. He was cornered. The bastard. He was cornered. The bastard was cornered. Ace, ace 3, nice, ace.
Yo, man.
So,
After that, except
I think
they
I'm done for today, eh?
alright, man, cool.
aren't dead. Though that's not his initial reaction to seeing them. He gets terrified thinking that they're ghosts. They keep trying to show Escanor he's one of them. Gother peeks into his memories to see why he has so much self-hatred. They learn of his past, and Merlin offers to find Rosa. Escanor rejects her, saying Rosa would be ashamed of him and he'd have nothing to say to her. So Meliodas determines the only way to get through to him is to change strategies. It's not about making Escanor feel like one of them, it's about making him see that they're just as monstrous as he is. He challenges the Lion Sin to a fight because he needs to make that point abundantly clear. They are all monsters, and that's okay. They are all trying to overcome their sins in one way or another. Meliodas wins their fight and tells Escanor that he can either throw away what Rosa gave him, or he can live, and Escanor wants to live. If that self-hatred returns, then Meliodas says he'll be there to keep things in check. For the first time, Escanor has a friend. They even go so far as to have Merlin send him to see Rosa in the City of the Dead, where she tells him she holds no ill will towards him. In fact, she's been watching over him the entire time, and she's happy that finally, he's no longer alone. We're going to veer off his story for a moment. We have to be honest here too. For as much as I love the first few seasons of Seven Deadly Sins, a huge reason it had a lot of hype was because of Escanor. Reactions to his debut, his biggest moments, and his fights were massive on YouTube. It's astounding how popular the Master of the Sun became in such a short amount of time. He was simply too badass to hate. The show's hype was at its peak in that 10-episode stretch where he went ham on everyone. Without him, the show simply wouldn't have been as popular. In that way, the cast and the show itself may be beneath him. He didn't have that much screen time, but like the sun, he shined brightest. Why don't we talk about some of those hype moments? His bait and switch with Galland has to be one of the greatest debuts ever. They allude to he and Bond knowing each other, they have Merlin's sin on his door, they flash his weapon, but he's still this shrimpy coward. When he says he can't fight, but he's good at games, you think, oh, maybe he has a special ability. Nope, he gets KO'd from a shoulder tap, and he's out for an entire day. It's all played off so comedically, and it swerves us in an instant. His voice deepens, he easily lifts the axe with one hand, Galland couldn't live with two, he talks mad shit about being the pinnacle of all races, perhaps a bit problematic. Then we go from everyone laughing and having a good time to a one-hit mutilation. It's so quick and unexpected, and these are commandments we've seen are insanely tough, and they're instantly put on edge. He easily tanks Galland's best shot with essentially a paper cut to show for it, and his move looks so terrifying that it gets this dude who knows if he runs he'll be petrified to run. Oh, and when his soul gets eaten, it's too hot for the demon and literally sets her heart ablaze. And again, these two have been shown to be terrifying threats to this point. It's incredible, especially when he's talking shit. Speaking of, he also gives us one of the greatest quotes ever, and don't worry, we'll get to it. One more detour here before we continue his story. Unlike the rest of his comrades outside of Bond, Escanor is a human, and even Bond is immortal. It's such a cool dynamic that a member of the weakest race is the strongest of the sins. And with that, there are rightfully significant drawbacks. For 12 hours a day, he doesn't have access to his immense strength. Not only does that highlight the fractured nature of the character, but it's a heavy restriction on his power, which makes him more interesting. Obviously, he gets his abilities from the sun, but I find it fitting that he's powerful in the day. It's almost like the sun is simply a spotlight to showcase him, and when the lights go off, it's beneath him. Of all the sins, Escanor is the only one who has a normal lifespan. Even without his ability wearing on him, he doesn't have the longevity of his peers. When you factor that in, and I have more to say on it, him being the one to sacrifice himself makes sense, as he has the least amount of time left to give. Also, it's awesome that he actually does human things. Escanor writes poems in his spare time. He's a legitimate business owner. His bar was fully stocked, so despite hiding it in a mountain, which isn't the best strategy, he had to have been doing decent business. It's a little detail that makes him feel different than the other sins. Let's talk about the battle with Gowther. When they are fighting in the 10 Commandments makeshift tournament, Gowther takes it seriously and even invades Escanor's mind to put him in a perpetual nightmare. In it, Merlin belittles the Sin's pride, but as Escanor says, he is mighty and he remains composed. Merlin's rejection doesn't lead him to despair, she's a ray of hope. He disregards these actions and does what's right. He baits everyone into thinking he's attacking Gowther, only to catch the commandments off guard and destroys them for manipulating his friend. He easily could have won that fight, but the fact that he took Gowther's full-powered blast just to spare his friend's feelings shows what type of person he is. It's important to note this started when he was in his nighttime form, the more compassionate side, and only semi-transformed. Escanor versus Estarossa, one of the coolest moments the show ever had and the peak of Escanor's trash talk. But there's an interesting detail here. Estarossa's commandment keeps anyone with hatred towards him from inflicting pain upon him. This doesn't impact Escanor. Why would he feel hatred for someone weaker than him? Well, I've got a reason. He killed your best friend. Having no hatred in his heart shows how fractured he still is as a man. The daytime version holds no emotional attachment, even after everything Meliodas did. It's a nice little detail because of where things go. If you're a fan of the 7 Deadly Sins, this fight ranked no lower than a top 3 moment in the show. The two most powerful characters we'd seen, one-upping each other with surprise after surprise, and concluding with that iconic line, "I'm the one who decides." It doesn't get much better. The anime butchered it, so I'm not going to spend time on it, but Escanor versus Assault Mode Meliodas should have been one of the coolest fights in anime history. It wasn't, but it did show us the peak of his powers. At high noon, he becomes the one. Someone so powerful, even Meliodas can't defeat him. Something I appreciate about his character are the callbacks and little details. When he's fighting Zeldris, he asks Escanor if he's a monster, and Escanor's response is basically, "Bruh, I'm gonna kick your ass like I did your brother's, and who knows, maybe I'll kick your dad's ass too." He's jealous of Merlin's affection for Arthur. He learns that his magical power is a grace from the supposed deity, one that originally belonged to Mael of the goddess race. That, and because he's a human, his body can't handle that power. The daytime version of Escanor is told to return it, which he immediately rejects. The nighttime version, on the other hand, offers to give it away, showing that these two pieces of him are still fractured. This all comes to a head in the fight against the Demon King. This is a foe that pushes Escanor to go plus ultra. Despite knowing the consequences of doing so, Escanor uses his life force to enhance his power and becomes the one ultimate. He and the rest of the 7 Deadly Sins defeat the Demon King, but it comes at a great cost: his life. His death is beautiful for many reasons. The daylight version of the character, someone who always proclaimed to be above everyone else, now sacrifices his life for others. He chose to push himself despite knowing this would happen. Symbolically, the daytime and nighttime versions of him have become one, and finally, he's whole again. And it's fitting that the show's most prideful character went out with a bang. It was the only way things could have ended for him, because his pride demanded a legacy fitting of a legend. The beauty isn't limited to that either. He confesses his love for Merlin, only she says he's too late. She wishes he would have met her sooner. Says no matter what she's done, he's on her side. His years of admiring her gave him insight into who she really was. A woman who had done terrible things and may go on to do more. Someone full of regret, and her eyes showed it all. Before the embers of his life go out, she kisses him, burning her face in the process, a scar she'll never shed so that she can always remember the one man who loved her. And in his final moments, he recites a final poem for her. With that, I'm out.
We are on a one-stop train to Gentle Island, and there is absolutely nothing stopping it. Along with it comes the biggest change solo leveling will make, since the plan Japan has with South Korea differs massively depending on whether you're reading the novel, manhwa, or anime. I'm talking about an insane shift in narrative that borders on geopolitical warfare. That, however, is only half of the episode, since the other half covers Sung's tower climb to the Demon King. It's a more extensive challenge that focuses on Sung's shadows, his ever-increasing power, and the system. Both are equally important, so I'm actually going to split them up into 2 videos. This will focus only on the tower dungeon, while the next will cover all the Jeju stuff.
Hey there. Oh, no. I have to take this seriously. Today is a serious day because, well, I've come to realize an issue lately, and it's the fact that the internet is plagued with something very serious, and I think not a lot of us talk about, and that's pirating. Now, you might hear some people say things like, I love pirating. Pirating is good. Pirating is morally acceptable. And I'm here to say, I disagree. I think it's unfair that we steal from these family-owned corporations. I think that's unjust and, quite frankly, unacceptable, especially when it comes to Adobe. I don't think there's any company in the world more deserving of anything good. What? There's not a company more deserving of success and fair purchasing than Adobe. What other company can charge you $200 a year for 2 apps you barely use, using terrible AI features and a service that charges you to cancel a subscription? God bless their souls. So that's why I'm making this video, to spread the message of not pirating by showing you all how to not pirate Adobe software, because pirating Adobe software specifically is one of the many examples of what's wrong with the world. But I'm going to share with you guys exactly how not to fall down this rabbit hole of pirating Adobe software. Now, the first step is to identify the threats that plague the inclination of pirating. What you don't want to do is look up anything related to Gen P. What is Gen P, you may ask? Gen P is the evil of this world and should not be accepted. So you don't want to Google Gen P Adobe hack in your search bar, and you don't want to go to Reddit where you'll find a full page dedicated to Gen P. Now, avoiding this step entirely, not great. You want to know what the threat is, but you also just want to be careful, you know? You want to know it exists just as you know a bear exists in the forest. Yeah, that made sense. Now, what you're not gonna want to do is follow the download directory guide and click on Gen P 3.5.0, as that is the current updated Gen P service. You don't want to do this, and you definitely don't want to disable any kind of virus detecting software in your browser so that you can download the Gen P service and then drag it to your desktop and unzip it. You don't want to do this because that's bad. But good for us, Microsoft Windows Defender firewall will actually prevent you from being able to download the file because it's bad. It is bad. So you definitely don't want to go into privacy and security, Windows security, and virus threat protection, and you want to make sure it's not off. You want to make sure it's not off. Otherwise, we'll be able to download the Gen P tool and will then lead you down a path of criminality. And you definitely don't want to go under virus and threat protection settings, the manage settings portion, and you don't want to click on add or remove exclusions, and you don't want to locate the Gen P folder you just extracted into your computer, so that way I keep trying to say Defender Firewall at the same time, Firewall. You don't want to exclude this folder because that would be bad. The next step to avoiding such disgusting behavior like pirating Adobe software would be to avoid downloading Creative Cloud. Now, obviously, you can download Creative Cloud if it means you're going to pay for the service you pay for. If you're going to pay for the service that you so rightfully want to purchase, if you're wanting to just buy the product, if you're not an asshole. But if you are an asshole, you're gonna download Creative Cloud, log in with an account you don't already have, not download ASG, which is Adobe Genuine, sorry, AGS, Adobe Genuine Service, and you're gonna make sure you don't download that if you're an asshole. I'm switching up the tone of this. I'm just gonna say what an asshole would do. I'm not an asshole because I would never do this. I love Adobe. I love their products, and I love paying $200 a year for 2 apps that I barely touch. Moving on. So what an asshole would do is once it's installed, they'd go to Menu, File, and then Preferences. Now, what you're gonna do in Preferences, what you would do if you were an asshole, would be to uncheck Launch Creative Cloud at login, run Creative Cloud in the background after closing, and automatically keep Creative Cloud up to date. If you are a good Samaritan, you wanna make sure these are all checked. So everyone watching this video would keep all of these boxes checked if they're good Samaritans. Now, let's say you've accidentally downloaded the Gen P, you did all of the things that you weren't supposed to do, and you have Gen P downloaded on your computer. What do you do after that? Well, it's simple. You want to make sure to not run Gen P as an administrator, and then you don't want to open the application. And you don't want to make sure Adobe Creative Cloud is closed all the way by going into Menu, File, and then close Adobe Creative Cloud. You then don't want to have Adobe Gen P open, and you don't want to have always search for ACC.
Piss on the guy. You know, I understand, you know, there's a lot of stress in life. You come home, you're pissed off at the world. You slip on Kenny G, you fall asleep. Maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe you jerk off twice, you still can't fall asleep. You put on Kenny G. You're out in 30 fucking seconds. But you don't travel to see a guy like this. A guy like this, there's no excitement at a Kenny G concert. Don't you understand? One thing you're never going to hear at a Kenny G concert goes something like this. Give it to the drummer now. It ain't going to happen. I don't even think the guy's got a drummer. I think maybe he borrowed the bongo player from Sade when she had her going out of business sale. I mean, I'll tell you the truth, that kind of shit just don't work in concert. But Sade, I could see going to see. Sade was sexy. She had those lips that covered her fucking eyes. Smooth operator. No, forget the operator. I see those big smooth lips going over my mushroom-headed cock, siphoning all the cum out of my balls. That cock operator. No, forget the operator. I see those big smooth lips going over my mushroom-headed cock, siphoning all the cum out of my balls. That's what I see. I see that smooth-shaven pussy with those nice fat lips with my tongue between them. I see that big smooth ass with my balls bouncing off of them. You see, to me, that's worth paying a ticket price. But Kenny, come on, Kenny G, forget about it. You know how a Kenny G concert ends? Like this. Hey, pal, we're closing. Wake the fuck up. We'll pull your fucking car. Get the fuck out of here. Just trying to get my energy up for you. Because before the show, this chick was sucking my dick. And, no, don't applaud for it. You know why? You know why? I'm seeing a lot of nice couples here and love this. She wasn't sucking my dick because it was me. It wasn't about love. It was because I was famous. I mean, the chick's looking in the mirror going, I can't believe I'm licking Dykey's balls. And I'm looking down and I go, you think that's something? Look what your mother's doing to my asshole. So now she says to me, she goes, how are my friends ever gonna believe I really met you? Al? There's your fucking receipt. See, that bothers me. Talking about fucking music. Now, let me tell you something. There are certain instruments in this world that if you're a parent, if you care about your children, you never let them touch. Things that could hurt them in the long run. Things like a violin. You ever see a kid with a violin, you break it over his fucking head. Violin players, they wind up 60 years old in Italian restaurants walking around with a cup. I'm telling you something, I always go to Italian restaurants, they're romantic, I'm telling you something. A couple days ago, I'm sitting in this Italian restaurant, I'm in the back with some chick. You know, because it's romantic, you're in the nice red booth, I got like 4 fingers up her ass pipe, and I'm trying to be romantic, I'm whispering things in her ear like, I'd really love to lick your cunt in the truck when we're done eating here. And all of a sudden, I got this fucking 90-year-old violin player standing over me with the fucking thing, and you know how those things squeak like a broken door. And I look up at this guy and I'm going, hey pal, I got 3/4 of my arm up this chick's twat. Don't you got any class? Walk away. What's wrong with you? I'm telling you something, they got that one big group. See, a lot of people don't think I'm like cultivated and shit. They got that one big group that gets together once a year, Philharmonica. Yeah, they got like 1,000 fucking violin players, all the fucking Kenny G's that are never gonna make it, and every other fucking thing. They got the guy in the front with the branch banging on the fucking table, pointing at each fucking guy. All right, you play for 5 minutes, you play for 5 minutes. And all that music, let me tell you something about the Philharmonica band. Every song's like 50 fucking minutes. You know how bad they are? They don't even have a lead singer. That's how fucked up that group is. And you know what gets me? You know the reason I go? Because all the way in the back of the Philharmonica Orchestra is the tuba player. You see, this isn't who the fuck in their right mind would ever think that something could happen from playing a tuba? That's where you gotta shoot parents. You understand? That's where parents gotta be disciplined. They gotta have payment for something like that. Because there's a 50-year-old guy all the way in the back. Thought maybe one day he's gonna be the biggest tuba player in the world, right? 50 fucking years old. His parents are 80 years old. They're sitting in the audience. And then I go, so who's your kid? Oh, he's the tuba player. Oh, that jerk off, eh? And all of a sudden, the guy with the stick points to the tuba player, and what does he do? And I'm standing there with like old fucking tomatoes trying to get it in the fucking hole. Don't you know how the tuba was invented? Don't you know about the tuba? You know musicians are dope addicts. I don't gotta tell you this. Some stoned out trumpet player years ago was hanging out with his best friend and said, hey, I got an idea. Let's invent the biggest fucking horn we could imagine. And then they built it, what do you want to call it? Tuba, I don't know. And fucking kids took it seriously. Come on, you think there's ever going to be a big tuba player? You think Metallica's sitting at home right now going, I don't know how we're going to do this 96 summer tour without a good tuba player. You think the Smashing Pumpkins made it because of a fucking tuba player? There's never going to be a big tuba player. I like singers. Like Barbara Streisand.
So he was in Mexico City. We were filming in Mexico City.
Yeah.
So he was wrestling. So we
I do. She's got a fantastic voice. As a matter of fact, this year she made a big comeback on HBO, if you remember. For 2 months. For 2 months, I watched commercials because I love Barbara. They kept coming on. Barbara's coming. Barbara's coming. She's going to be there. We swear to God. If we got to drag her out of the side of the mountain that she's been hanging out on for 40 years, not seeing a fucking soul, she's going to be there. So I'm all psyched up the night she's coming on. I'm all prepared. I got the popcorn thing happening. She finally shows up, and in 2 minutes, I'm out of my fucking mind from her. Why? Because she starts in with her shit. Well, these first 5 songs are because my father kicked me down the stairs when I was 3, and I never quite got over it, so I'd like to sing about it for a while. Why is it that every person, once they hit 50 and 60, all the shit that happened when they were 3 months old is fucking bothering them, huh? Maybe if she got out of the house once in a while and took a fucking walk and thought about something other than herself, she'd have something to fucking talk about, because then she goes into this shit. This is what drives me fucking crazy. Well, now, I think it's time to sing about, like, what's happening with the ozone layer and what's happening with the economy. And I think we have to do something over in fucking Alaska with the ducks. Why don't we clean them up? And I'm sitting there, I can't take this, because you don't know me, but I got a lot of ailments. I'm always taking, like, Tums and Alka-Seltz and my Lanta 2, and Pepto-Bismol, and I mix them all together, put them in a blender. That's me. That's my life. So I'm sitting there going, I'm going like this. You think? Don't think! Nobody cares what you think! Do me a favor, Barbara. People are paying $1,500, $2,000 to sit in the front row. Don't think, honey. Just swing, okay? Let me give you a hint, Barbara. People who need other fucking people. Now sing it, stupid ass. Here's one, Barbara. The way we was. Remember? Just sing it, please. Sing it. But you know what it is? Celebrities think that anything they think or do or say you give a shit about. And please don't let that happen in your life, because it's all bullshit. All those fucking inquirers and the stars, it's all a bunch of horseshit. But if they're gonna tell you something about themselves, sing about shit that just happens to you, Babs. You babbling fucking idiot, what you are. Sing about how at one time in your life you were married to an actor, Elliot Gould. Do you remember that, Barbara? Was that too long ago? Do you remember? You don't have Alzheimer's yet, do you, Barbara? Do you remember how at one time in your life you used to fuck this guy hook nose to hook nose? You'd let him come all over your stupid tits and belly. Then you'd watch his out-of-shape body walk away with his ass hanging down below his fucking knees. Because guys always got to take that after piss, you know. Then he comes back to bed, he sits on the edge of the bed, and then you looked at him, Barbara, with a straight face, and you said, Elliot, tonight you were fantastic in bed. Let me tell you right now, I never fucked another guy, never blew another guy, but I'll tell you this right now. Elliot, don't fuck good. Irwins, don't fuck good. Iris, don't fuck good. Frankie, Joey, Petey, I'll fuck you all day and night long. Could you imagine being a girl looking up at some guy going, oh, give it to me, Ira. Oh, Ira, I can't take no more. Split me the fucking half, Ira. Come on, Ira's not something you fuck. Ira's something you put money in. Don't you understand? Sing about that, Barbara. I'll listen. Sing about how at one time in your life, you stole Don Johnson from Melanie Griffith. You know why? Because to this day, that baffles me. You know what I mean? Nothing against Barbara, but you look at Melanie and you go, what a piece of ace. Now you look at Barbara and you go, good singer, but what a retarded looking. You know, she's got the stepladder nose, that crazy fucking eye. That's how she got him. Let me tell you how she got him. They were probably at one of those benefits that nobody gives a fuck about, that they just want you to see so they look like they're terrific people. And Melanie probably came over with Don and said, Barbara, this is my husband, Don. And she hypnotized him with the eye. She let that fucking eye go. It started swinging back and forth. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Come back to my house, I'll suck your cock. See, I'll tell you something. It might sound crazy to you, you know, because I've been in Hollywood now 17 years, but if you really want to make it, girls especially, get yourself a Seinfeld. You understand what I'm saying to you? Get yourself a Seinfeld. Could you imagine? You want to talk about stardom? You want to talk about making it? Could you imagine coming home to your mother who's been miserable for like 40 years? Didn't want to fuck the guy since the day she had you. Do you understand the kind of life some people lead? And you come home one day and go, Mom, can I talk to you? Yeah, what is it already? What are you doing with your life out in Hollywood? Well, I sort of quit the acting thing. What are you talking about, quit the acting? Well, I met somebody. What, who? Well, he's kind of a celebrity. You're about to win. Celebrity? What celebrity? Who? Well, his name is Jerry Seinfeld. All of a sudden, the mother steps back, she starts to shake. Jerry Seinfeld? The Jerry Seinfeld? I just read in the papers he's gonna get $300 million in syndication. Could you imagine winding up with a Jerry? You could wear fur coats even if people didn't like it. You could hang out behind your gates and give them the finger. My darling daughter, wouldn't it be beautiful to marry a Jerry Seinfeld? And the girl's like, yeah, that would be nice. Nice? You think that would be nice? Then suck that motherfucking dick! Suck his dick till your head caves in! And if you won't suck it, I'll suck the motherfucker! I'll fuck him in the ass with a dildo!
So Dice is embraced now by this class of comedians.
Oh, yeah.
To this group of comedians that are coming out. Dice was one of my heroes when I was 19 years old. I mean, I was laughing so hard at his. I was in my car in front of my house with this girl I was dating. I was 19. We were listening to Dice on a cassette. We're just sitting in the front seat of my car, just laughing. Ah! It was so funny. I couldn't believe how funny it was. And it was just listening to it on a cassette.
Yeah.
You know, and then as I became, you know, a comedian, a headliner, and traveled, got on TV, all this stuff, and I became friends with Dice. And then I realized like, some comedians don't like Dice. I was like, this doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, the guy does legitimate performance art on the street. He does for no money. He plans it out. He strategizes. And he makes these videos of him stumbling into people and telling them, you wanted the picture? You wanted the picture with me? They have no idea who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
And it's genius.
Yeah, dude.
It's genius performance art.
Yeah.
The guy does not get the credit that he deserves. And it's
He's
for
silly,
whatever
too.
reason. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
It's just for whatever
Really
reason, there was this weird time period where comedians hated him. And I don't understand that. Doesn't make any sense to me. And I think he got too big too, because he was the first guy to ever sell out arenas.
Right.
He was the first guy that was doing those. Like he did Madison Square Garden, multiple nights sold out. Yeah, he does everywhere. He did Nassau Coliseum.
So it was a classic. Got so big, people just want to kick him off the mountain.
I think there's a little bit of that for sure, because there's no comedians before him that was doing arenas.
Right.
And he was doing a different thing, because he was doing this thing where everybody knew the jokes and they wanted to say it with him. What's in the bowl, bitch? Oh!
Dude, yeah, man.
And the fucking thousands of people.
Bro, yeah, come on.
It's like a rock band.
Yeah.
You're seeing a band play your favorite song.
Yep.
So he had the rhymes, man. The rhymes, you could not go wrong with those rhymes. And, you know, he's dressed in a fucking giant glittery biker outfit. It's fucking crazy.
How do you not like a little bit of that?
It's fun. It's like there's all kinds of comedy. You can love that and still love Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
I think he's funny too.
Yeah.
It's like all kinds of stuff is funny, man. Duncan Trussell's hilarious. Everybody's different. It's okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
But it's just this class of comedians gets that. this group
Which is
of
awesome.
comedians gets just be funny. It's all bullshit unless you're funny. To me, it was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. It was real weird because he did MTV and he got banned for life from MTV for telling jokes. I forget what the jokes
During
were.
the Pauly era or no?
Yeah, it was kind of around that time, maybe a little after Pauly was off of MTV. But he had these jokes. I forget even what he was joking about.
Yeah.
Like tampons or something. No! You know, it was, I don't even know what the fuck he was joking around about.
That was perfect.
But it was Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
You asked the dirtiest comedian of all time to do a set.
Yeah.
And then you got mad when he does the kind of jokes that Andrew Dice Clay does.
Right.
Do you even fucking watch his shit?
No,
Do you
they
ever
probably
watch Dice Rules?
They heard he was popular, and they just were like, get the guy
I don't
who everyone's
know
watching.
what the fuck they thought.
Yeah.
If they thought he was going to do something different because he was on MTV. I don't know what they thought.
The blue team has scored for the first time.
The Joe Rogan experience.
Let me tell you something. When you're the first guy I'm the first guy to do what I do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I always looked up to Eddie Murphy. I think he's the absolute greatest, from stand-up to the films he's done, and that's sort of the career I wanted. I figured I would just go from doing, you know, millions of people on the road to just movie stardom, you know. But, you know, I got the backlash. You know.
Yeah, you were the first to get the backlash.
Yeah, but yeah, I was the first.
Banned from
cancel
MTV.
culture. So banned from MTV.
Banned from MTV for jokes.
You're bringing up stuff I want to bring up, but let me. All right, so with MTV, this is what you'll love. This is the part you don't know.
Well, didn't they approve that set anywhere?
No, they didn't approve anything.
They didn't know?
No, see, you know, this is the thing. You know, I always had an expression. Nobody fucks with Dice. Dice does the fucking. In the past, the present, the future, and a day, Dice ultimately
In the multiverse.
does the fucking. That's it.
In the multiverse.
So I come for the rehearsal, and my whole job was to hit my mark. And ladies and gentlemen, I remember the last Puritan. Share. I make that with my hand.
Right.
Share. Okay. So I'm getting ready, and that they already had a couple comics on that just tanked. You know, Paul Reiser, and I think he's great, but
tough crowds.
You don't come out on the MTV Awards at the Universal Amphitheater and talk about the Hats Sinatra Award. I'm looking at my friend going, look at the crowd. No, it's like he's not even in the room. You know, my friend says to me, he goes, well, you could go out there and you could either be a teardrop or you could be a tidal wave. You know you. Okay. So I don't really want to go nuts. I'm trying to do the right thing. I got the biggest manager ever, Sandy Allen, who had everybody from Whoopi to Stallone to Dolly Parton. I mean, I'm sure you know the name Sandy Gallen. Okay. So, biggest manager in Hollywood. So I'm trying to do the right thing. And, so now, I don't know, a minute before I go out, Arsenio's the host. Here comes Dick Clark, who, wow, it's Dick Clark. You know, you grow up watching this man. And he comes over, just to hear him call me Dice was hilarious. And he goes, Dice, if you got to stretch, Arsenio will come over to you, and you'll play around. And I go, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean stretch? Stretch what? You know, what am I stretching? My dick? What are you talking about? No, I'm not even kidding. He goes, no, you know, because Cher might not be ready. I go, no. We didn't work anything out, me and Arsenio. And I had no problem with Arsenio, but, you know, this is a standalone spot, you know. And he goes, well, this is the way things go. I go, don't fucking tell me how things go, okay? You're not my boss, you know. And as I'm getting angry at him, which in my mind I'm going, are you really getting angry at Dick Clark? Right? They start introducing me. I come out there, now I'm angry. Now everybody's going to pay. Now everybody will be disciplined. And I don't know how I did the set, but I went into the poems. Now, you got to understand, this is not HBO or Showtime. This is MTV. This is... Everybody gets this. It's free, you know. I go into the poems, and, what was the poem? Oh, that got me banned. I go, Georgie Porgy pudding and pie, jerked off in his girlfriend's eye. When her eye was dry and shut, Georgie fucked that one-eyed slut. Oh, and the crowd's going fucking crazy. So I figured, go into my fat girl stuff. And that ended with, you don't know where the tits begin and the belly ends. It's like one big glop of shit, right? And I go, because they gave me a signal. Ladies and gentlemen, the last Puritan, share. And she comes out singing, If I Could Turn Back Time, which is what everybody was thinking in the room. If we could turn back time about 8 minutes. But in the meantime, while I'm doing the act, Dick Clark goes to charge me, and Arsenio jumps on his back and tackles him.
Dick Clark's trying to stop your set?
Dick Clark was going to jump. He went out of his fucking mind.
Oh
His hair
my
got
God.
messy. I'll put it to you that way. So now I come off the stage. Eddie, right? Jamie. Listen, Jamie.
Young Jamie.
Young Jamie. So now they're taking me into the press tents. Not one question was asked. And it was all the press in the world. Sandy Gowan calls me at home. He goes, I was praying that what I was watching on TV was only coming through my television. Then I get a call, you know, from a club owner. Remember Rascals in West
Yes,
Orange?
sure.
The owner, Mark Magnuson,
Yeah.
greatest guy. So Kennison was there, who I always say he was having a rivalry with me. I was happy for him when his career took off. I was thrilled for him. He had no problem with me because I was on the show Crime Story at the time. And he was doing, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 seats a night. He was the guy before I took off. When my career took off, it went straight to arenas. I was doing 80 to 100,000 people a week. And he just couldn't handle it for whatever reason. But he goes, so Kennison's watching this, going, that's it, he's done, he's finished. In the meantime, the reality was I went from doing one arena show, let's say at the Spectrum in Philly, to 2 arena shows, or 3 arena shows, where Bill Burr saw me at in Boston, at whatever arena I did there. I had 1 show, it went to 3 shows. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Nothing was hurting. And so the next day, there's this big meeting at MTV, and Rick Rubin was there, you know, and, you know, my people that I worked with, Sandy, all these, but it was the presidents that banning me for life, you know, which is hilarious. I'm not even a singer, you know. And, yeah, I'm like, so I'm banned. What do I give a shit? Look at the numbers, you know.
Right.
And, but Dick Clark, this is why Dick Clark became Dick Clark, because the guy that was trying to tackle and beat me to a pulp for what I was doing is standing there. His hair is now fixed the next day. And he says to a room full of executives when they're banning me for life, he goes, are you sure you want to do that? Because Rick Rubin told me. He goes, this guy is the biggest thing in the world right now, and you're banning him for life? It was just one of the crazy moments of the backlash of my career. The backlash of my career.
Here's the guy. He sells out his concerts. His films and record albums have received a lot of acclaim. And what more can we say? And the Dice Man is here. He's in effect Andrew Dice Clay.
sit? Where do you sit?
Right
Hey,
here. This is great.
beautiful. How are you?
This is it.
How's my face looking, right?
It's looking great.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
I know.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Now, Andrew,
Yeah, talk.
you don't you don't look like the type of guy who just had a baby, but you got little Max, 1 month old.
1 month old, eh? Yeah. Well, when I put in the order, you know, a boy is what I ordered, so, you know, it was no shocker. You know, because she does what I tell her normally, you know. It's a whole different world. You know, it was a whole different world. I mean, I was there for the delivery room.
You were in the whole
Oh,
thing?
yeah. But I was a little different. You know, I'm different like that. You know, it's like I said to her, you know, there's another guy that's going to be looking over there. You know what I mean? I said, so why don't you put on like some garters, you know, some heels? Let's give him the show, you know what I mean? Kids are great, you'll love it, kids are great, you know, but you know, you know, because he is a guy and he's like me, you know. And the other day, I'm coming home a little early, you know.
Right.
And I walk in, I'll try to say this as nice as I can.
Say it whatever way you want.
And I find his mouth attached to her breast. Know what I mean?
I got it. They call that breastfeeding.
So I said, yeah, whatever it is, you know. You know, to me, it's another thing, you know. And I say, hey, honey, honey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, right? She goes, I'm feeding them. There's milk in these, right? So I said, well, pour me a glass. I'm going to get the cookies. Feeding them. There's milk in these, right? Yeah. What's the matter with you, right? I said, whatever it is, you know. You know, to me, it's another thing, you know. And I say, hey, honey, honey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, right? She goes, I'm feeding them. There's milk in these, right? So I said, well, pour me a glass. I'm going to get the cookies. Yeah. But it's great. It really is.
Now, what if Max had been a girl? Like, okay, now.
Well, you know, breastfeeding's breastfeeding, you know.
10 years from now, would you want your daughter to really listen and see what you do, or would you?
Yeah, why not? I'm a funny guy. You know, I mean, I know how to bring a kid up. I mean, I've taught him millions of things already, you know? It's like the other day, he took a poop on the bed, right? So now I've had dogs since I'm a little kid. So I know what to do. I take his face, I push it in there. You know, he ain't gonna do that no more.
Stop it.
No, I'm just goofing. I kicked him off the bed, you know.
Well, let me ask you about your childhood, though. I mean, where did you grew up in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
What was your parents' relationship like?
What do you mean?
I mean, like with your dad and
No,
your
it's
mom?
a very close-knit family, you know, everybody's real close.
So your dad, towards your mom, really wasn't like the character, or not the character, but the comedy that you do toward.
No, what do you think? He came home and, you know, said, get over here, you know. No, we're a very tight family, you know. They come to all my shows, they dig it. My mother writes half the jokes, you know. No, she don't write the jokes.
Come on.
Idiot. Family, you know, they come to all my shows, they dig it. My mother writes half the jokes, you know. No, she don't write the jokes.
Come on.
Idiot.
You just signed in Vegas. Way to go.
Yeah, we just made the biggest deal in the history of Las Vegas.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
what do you expect? I'm the biggest comic to ever live. No, it's at Bally's Hotel, and the next time I'm going to be there is this New Year's.
Right.
So, and there's a lot of excitement. I love Las Vegas, you know. It's got that excitement. You know?
Elvis had the big deal. Sinatra had the big deal. This is right up with those deals. Though.
Well, it's the biggest deal ever, though. You know, I don't know.
So, like, your leather jacket will have its own room and the whole thing?
It should. It costs enough. What I got to do to entertain you people?
They came to see you, though. I'm telling you, man. I mean, when I walked out here... Let me get something out of the way. What is the deal about Sam Kinison? I mean, there was a little run-in. Let's hear.
No, it wasn't with me. What happened is he called me and begged me to open for me, and
And I work alone. That's the way, you know, I mean, Noodles Levenstein opens for me now. You know, Noodles?
Right.
So, one night at the Comedy Store, I wasn't there, and Hot Tub Johnny West was there. You know, the guy that works for me. You met Johnny.
Wait a minute, John, you're not talking about that, like
Yeah, the guy with the black hair, Hot Tub
like
Johnny.
130 pounds or whatever.
138 pounds, right? Now, Sam weighs 355 pounds.
Right.
You know, he's a big fat pig. And, no, well, he knows. Don't cheer him. He'll eat more. So he starts this fight with Johnny, you know, and he's going, well, what are you going to do if I hit you? So Johnny goes, well, you touch me and we'll see what happens, right? So Sam grabs his throat, and Johnny's like, oh, yeah, you're holding my... Bing! Bing! Bing, right? So Blubbo hits the floor, right? So now he jumps on Reverend Rump's back, and he rips that dirty rag that he wears on his head off his head, right? He rips it right off his head, and he's totally bald from the ears up. Yeah, did I mention that? Totally bald from the ears up.
Don't hold back, guys.
And now Sam's friends are trying to jump on Johnny, but Johnny's dragging him to the bathroom. Know what I mean? Understand?
Got it.
Gets him in the bathroom, right? And there's a mirror there. And he's going, tell me what you see, Sam. Tell me what you see. And Sam's going, I'm Bozo! I'm Bozo the Clown! But you see,
Now,
I
was he trying
don't
to
go
fight
for that
you?
because that's bully stuff, you know?
Right.
You got a beef with me, you come to me. But when he sees me, he runs. You know, but
Whoa.
Johnny weighs 138 pounds.
So Johnny,
And he weighs 355. Did I mention that? Enough
Johnny
about
be-
him. It's over. He's over.
Is it? And you haven't spoken to him since.
No. He's playing a toilet and something. You know, it's over. You know, you know, I don't like to talk about him too much because, you know, he's like, you know, he's a horrible person. He liked to rip me apart, and I was like a gentleman. But you pick on Johnny, we live like this. Know what I mean? You know.
Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny's with me 20 years.
He has. You've known him for 20 years.
Yeah.
Went to high school together.
Yeah, the whole thing. We're both morons.
Rodney Dangerfield. Let me bring up somebody now.
Yeah.
Now, at one end of the scale, you talk about Sam Kinison. I guess where in the scale would Rodney Dangerfield be?
Well,
in
Rodney's
your career?
all different. Rodney gave me the shot on his show. You know, Nothing Goes Right, and that's the first time I did my stand-up on HBO. And from there on, it was smooth sailing. I mean, he did it for me. You know, he's unbelievable.
When you're looking
Yeah.
over what he did, what did he do, though? I mean, what did he say to you?
Well, basically, he had the guts